Was Blue Angel about to defeat Playmaker? We just literally a few minutes ago, we just watched the other one, Blue Girl versus, what's the name? Soul Burner. We just watched it and I already forgot the name. And yeah, she was completely screwed by the script. Everything was like rigged against her, and I was like, no, justice for Blue Girl. So now we're gonna see this video that is a little older, but is also with the same character, because you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan now. I really like it. So yeah, let's watch.
Blue Angel versus Playmaker. Trickstars versus Cyburst. If you didn't watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain series, well, Blue Angel got screwed over a lot. Wielding a
We just saw the best example of that, and it's the saddest thing ever. The guy just materialized cards like super specific to counter her. She also misplay, right? But it comes from her not knowing the super specific cards of the opponent. So yeah.
Deck that should have dominated in the speed duel format. Instead, well, she lost a lot. Today, I want to take a look at her first big duel and see, with the deck that she had, could the outcome of this duel have changed if she just played slightly different? So
wait, the first one. So this happens before the one with Soul Burner, but wasn't the other like first Blue Angel battle or something? Blue Girl's first battle. Wait, am I misunderstanding?
This duel have changed, and see, with the deck that she had, could the outcome of this duel have changed if she just played slightly different? So,
oh, this is episode 2?
Let's jump into the duel.
Okay, so this happens first. Okay.
The speed duel begins and Blue Angel goes first. I feel like this is important to mention. If you don't know what a speed duel is, the only difference between that and a normal duel is it's in a virtual world, you're on a hoverboard, there's 3 monster zones, there's 3 spine trap zones, there's no main phase 2, and everyone has a skill unique to them. It's basically
I can't believe this is actually Duel Links.
an effect that you can use anytime in the duel when a certain criteria is met. Since this is a speed duel, her opening hand consists of only 4 cards. And these are Trickstar Light Stage, Trickstar Candina, Trickstar Lycoris, and Trickstar Vision. She starts by activating her field spell, Trickstar Light Stage. When activated, it allows her to add 1 Trickstar monster from her deck straight to her hand. She adds Trickstar Lilybell. Since Lilybell was added to the hand via a card effect, its effect lets it special summon itself to the field. Now, Blue...
Okay, I understand now. She was first called Blue Angel, right? And then she becomes Blue Girl. I assume it was the opposite way, because Blue Girl sounds way less interesting than Blue Angel. So she was first Blue Angel, and then she becomes Blue Girl, and that's what it was, Blue Girl's first battle. And this happens before because she was Blue Angel then. Okay. Not confusing at all.
Normal summons her Trickstar Candina. When normal summoned, its effect lets her add any Trickstar card from her deck to her hand.
Blue Girl sounds almost derogatory. That's honestly, that's what I thought. I didn't know how to put it into words, but you're so right. It almost sounds like she doesn't have a real name, right? Like it's a character that doesn't have like a name. It's just, oh yeah, that's the Blue Girl. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You're so right. She doesn't have a real name, but it's like her nickname, I guess, that she chose herself. It's so weird.
She adds Trickstar Reincarnation. Blue Angel activates the effect of her Trickstar Lycoris in hand. By bouncing 1 Trickstar monster on her field back to the hand, she can summon it to the field. She then activates her spell Trickstar Vision, which lets her special summon 1 Trickstar monster from her hand. However, its attack is halved and its effects are negated. She summons back her Candina. The final effect of Trickstar Vision then kicks in. After its effect was used, both players draw a card. Blue Angel draws Trickstar Scatter, while Playmaker draws Bitron. Since a card was added to Playmaker's hand, the effect of Lycoris now activates. Now, for the rest of this duel, as long as Lycoris is on the field, whenever a card is added to Playmaker's hand, Lycoris will deal 200 damage. Following this, Blue Angel's field spell's second effect then activates. Also, for the rest of this duel, as long as this field spell is on the field, whenever a Trickstar monster deals battle or effect damage, Light Stage will deal an additional 200.
So I said this before, but I want to say it again. This is such a cool mechanic to introduce in the anime. Like, to show like a burn deck in the anime, it's like a different duel than the usual, you know, bit stick battle, like big number. This is so cool. I love it. That's why I'm a fan.
With all the pieces set, Blue Angel sends her Lilybell and Candina to the grave to link summon her Link 2 Trickstar.
Yeah, Link summon looks so
Angel.
cool in the anime.
Real quick, because I know some of you aren't up to date with the most modern rules in Yu-Gi-Oh! A Link monster is just another type of extra deck monster. Whatever its Link number is, if it's a Link 3 monster, a Link 4, Link 2, that's just how many monsters you need to send from the field to the grave to summon that monster. You can cheese this a little bit. If I have a Link 2 monster on the field, it counts as 2 monsters.
That's not a cheese, that's a mechanic.
Step 4, extra deck monsters need to be summoned into the extra monster zone, which is that new zone you see. And if you want to summon more extra deck monsters, they've got to go to zones that the Link monster points to. Okay? Okay. While Holly Angel is on the field, each time a Trickstar monster is summoned to a zone it points to, she will deal 200 damage. Also, Trickstar monsters
This is also a very nice looking card. That's all I wanted to say.
she points to cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, if the opponent takes damage by a Trickstar monster's effect,
Hello.
Holly Angel will gain attack equal to the damage until the end of the turn. All set up, Blue Angel ends her turn by setting Trickstar Reincarnation and Trickstar Scatter.
Look at her. Look at her. Isn't she the coolest?
Face down. An impressive first turn on paper. Except
Oh,
it was
no.
a much simpler play. She could have
Misplay
done
already.
one of the duel as soon as Playmaker started his turn. But how, you ask? Well, this is what she should have done. Assuming she plays at least 2 copies of Trickstar Lycoris, she should have
We're already assuming things.
activated her light stage, add Lycoris. Normal summon Candina, add Trickstar Reincarnation. Activate both Lycoris' effects in hand, returning Candina to summon both. Activate Trickstar Vision, resummon Candina. The opponent gets to draw a card. The opponent will take 800 damage. Finally, she sets Trickstar Reincarnation face down and ends her turn. Yusaku's turn begins. He draws. He takes another 800 damage. The standby phase occurs, and Blue Angel immediately activates Trickstar Reincarnation. Yusaku banishes the 6 cards.
Oh,
in
that's
his
a lot of
hand.
damage.
200 times 6 is 1200. 1200 damage times 2, since there's 2 Lycorises, is 2400 damage. Plus, he'll take 200 damage twice from the field spell, meaning Playmaker loses the duel.
That dude, what an FTK like that, it was possible with that hand, assuming there is 2 Lycoris in the deck, which, I don't know, have we ever seen her in other duels play more than 1 Lycoris? I don't know. Can we blame her? I don't think so. I am not certain if Lycoris can be activated on a monster that is already living. I have no idea, but I believe whatever TGS anime says.
Now the question then becomes, why didn't she do this? Well, that's very simple. She's not the main character. She has to be this way because obviously,
So
like I
true.
said earlier, the Trickstar deck is very strong. So, yeah, unfortunate really. Never mind. It's Playmaker's turn and he draws. Due to adding a card to his hand, he takes 200 damage from the chorus, followed by another 200 from Light Stage. Since Playmaker took damage by a Trickstar monster effect, Holy Angel's attack increases by the same amount. Playmaker's opening hand consists of Draconet, Bitron, and 4 mysterious cards
No way,
that are
he's
about
on-
to be banished, so it doesn't
Oh,
really
okay.
matter.
I was like,
Playmaker
he's not gonna
normal
use those
summons
cards?
Draconet, and when Draconet is summoned, it special summons a level 2 or lower normal monster from his deck into defense. He summons Bitron. He then sends his Bitron to the grave to link summon his Link 1 Link Spider. This monster can only be summoned by sending a normal monster to the grave. He activates its effects. This allows him to special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster in his hand to a zone
to
that it
rank
points to.
up.
He summons another
Not
Bitron.
rank up, I mean
Playmaker
link
then
up? I
sends
don't know how
his
to say it.
Draconet and Bitron to the grave to link summon his Link 2 Link Bumper. But he's not done yet. He then sends his Link 1 Link Spider and the Link 2 Link
This is what
Bumper
Yu-Gi-Oh! is
to link
now.
summon his Link 3 ace monster, Decode Talker. Decode Talker specifically requires effect monsters, so that's why he couldn't use his normal monster for the summon of this, in case you were wondering. Playmaker enters the battle phase. He attacks Holy Angel. However, Blue Angel activates her set Trickstar Reincarnation. This forces Playmaker to banish his entire hand, and then draw the same amount he banished.
That's huge.
He gets Security Block, Salvagent Driver, Cynet Universe, and Frontline Disturbance.
What is this? Are these the Dustons?
Since 4 cards were added to Playmaker's hand, he takes 800 damage via Lycoris's effect, and then a further 200 more from Trickstar Light Stage. Since effect damage was dealt, Holy Angel's attack increases in unison. Playmaker's Decode Talker is about to be destroyed by the battle. Luckily, he activates his quick play spell, Security Block, which prevents his monster from being destroyed in battle and reduces any battle damage he would take to 0. However, since the Trickstar monster battled, Blue Angel activates her final trap, Trickstar Scatter. This lets her destroy a monster Playmaker controls. She destroys Decode Talker. However, Playmaker has one final move. Since a Cyburst type Link monster was destroyed, he can special summon his Salvagent Driver from his hand. Since there is no main phase 2 in speed duels, Playmaker must end his turn here. It's back to Blue Angel, and the penultimate turn of the duel. Hey, they're not
Honestly, right now Playmaker doesn't. I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess this is episode 2, like you said, right? So yeah.
called speed duels for nothing. She draws and
it's
gets
a speed duel. You're right.
Card Dark Angel. Don't worry about this card too much. It's just some out of duel shenanigans kind of thing. Basically, there's a virus in it, and if she plays this card, she'll get stuck in the virtual world. But Playmaker will help her out in this duel, so it's fine. Blue Angel activates the effect of her Trickstar Reincarnation in the grave. By banishing it, she can special summon
Episode
a Trickstar
7,
monster
okay.
in her grave. She summons back
Still.
her Lilybell. Blue Angel enters her battle phase and attacks with Lilybell. Due to its effect, it can attack directly. And so, Playmaker takes 800 direct damage, followed by 200 more from Trickstar Light Stage. Since Lilybell dealt damage, her second effect kicks in. This allows Blue Angel to add a Trickstar in her grave back to her hand. She adds back Trickstar Candina. Since Salvagent Driver is too strong, and there is no main phase 2, with no further plays, Blue Angel ends her turn. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what Blue Angel has in her extra deck at this point in the series. However, while the extra deck of a Trickstar deck is nothing that impressive, there are some decent cards that she could have got out that would have helped her this turn. The big two for me personally would have been a Trickstar Devaridis or a Trickstar Bella Madonna. However, I don't think she had those at this point, but it's just one of those things. It's Playmaker's turn.
What are the cards in this anime? Where do they open like booster packs? Is there like a gacha system in the virtual world? How do they get the cards in this? I know there is booster packs in the other series, right? There is a structure decks and stuff like that. Is this also like that? Because I know this is kind of like different. This doesn't follow the same rules as the previous anime. Also, for anyone watching this on YouTube, like as a video, don't panic if people like give me incorrect information about the anime. Let me know in the comments later. Don't worry, don't panic, don't crash out. I will read it. I read every comment. So yeah, I think the Varidis and Bella were Blue Girl cards. Oh yeah, yes, she also gets a new deck, but this is still Trickstar, so I don't know. Well, let's see.
And the final turn of the duel. He draws and gets Defect Compiler. I'm going to apologize in advance for this turn. This is going to be a very convoluted turn.
Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to see.
Counter and Disturbance counter a lot. It's going to be confusing, but bear with me. Since Playmaker drew, Trickstar Lycoris deals 200 damage, which is followed by Trickstar Light Stage's damage. Due to damage,
also the new cards for certain characters appear out of the Ether. Interesting. Think back to GX. Jaden added Shining Flare Wingman because the duels were dark. It seems implied he had it, just hadn't added it to his extra deck. Will be the same here. I don't know. Bro Drew. Still hoping for Yugi versus Grandpa's BA duel reaction someday. I will, don't worry, I will.
Holy Angel's attack increases. Playmaker normal summons Defect Compiler.
All right.
Its effect is once per turn. If you would take damage from an opponent's card effect, place one defect counter on this card instead, with a maximum of 1. Also, once per turn, quick effect, you can remove one defect counter from this card, target one Cyburst monster you control, it gains 800 attack until the end of the turn. With this in mind, Playmaker activates the effect of his Salvagent Driver. By discarding a spell, he can summon a Cyburst monster from his grave back to the field. However, that monster cannot attack directly. He summons back his
so funny.
Link Bumper. Now, since Playmaker's life points are less than 1000, he can activate his unique skill, Storm Access. His skill allows him to add a new Cyburst Link monster at random to his extra deck. The card he acquires...
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Cyburst Link monster at random to his extra deck.
What does that even mean? Actually, in this series, if you have Soul Technology Dual Disc, you can download cards from the network and use Psycho Soul Burner Dual Disc. Are old school and have to load their decks manually. Interesting. She keeps getting hard countered by a tough deck, right? That's why. Bro, Drew, another convenient anti-burn card. Oh my god, that is what I mean by the either. I guess that makes sense. And of course, it will be a link monster he needs at random. Yeah, at random. Heart of the Cards. I guess this is kind of like a Heart of the Cards, but yeah, I know. From among all cyber links he doesn't already own, one random will now be owned forever. That is so weird. It means they can literally spawn a card from the air, from thin air. Ugh.
The card he acquires is Encode Talker. He immediately summons this new link-free monster by sending his Salvagent Driver along with the Link 2 Link
What the
Bumper
hell is
to the
this?
grave. We'll get to what this monster can do when the time comes, but for now, Playmaker has entered his battle phase, and he's attacking. He uses his Defect Compiler to attack Blue Angel's Trickstar Lilybell. As he does this, he plays the quick play spell Frontline Disturbance. This card's effect is target one level 4 or lower monster your opponent controls. If it leaves the field, place a disturbance counter on one face-up monster you control, and if you do, it gains this effect. If this card battles, you can remove one disturbance counter from that card, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, it loses attack equal to the combined
Jesus Christ!
Of all...
She's really defense. Dude, what is this? A Yu-Gi-Oh player reading? That's crazy. This is she's reading the card. That is so funny.
Face-up defense position monsters your opponent currently controls. As Playmaker targets Lilybell, Blue Angel now decides to use her quick play skill, Trickstar Trick. Now, by discarding one Trickstar card in her hand, she can force the opponent to draw cards until he has 3 cards in his hand. However, at the end of the turn, they must banish cards from their hand for each Trickstar monster in Blue Angel's graveyard. Playmaker draws 3 new cards. These 3 cards will not be revealed, so we don't know what they are, but it doesn't really matter.
He doesn't
Playmaker
need
has
them.
everything already on the field, then he needs to win. Now, this is the point where Playmaker would take 800 damage and lose the duel. However, he uses the effect of his Defect Compiler. Instead of taking effect damage, he puts a defect counter on one of his own monsters. Some of you might be asking, why didn't Blue Angel use this effect a little bit earlier? Clearly, she was waiting for Playmaker to deplete his hand to 0 so she could do the maximum amount of damage. It's just a shame that the first monster he summoned was a card that counters effect damage. Feeling defeat approaching, the corrupted card given to Blue Angel takes over.
Oh my god.
Since Blue Angel's fairy-type monster was targeted for an attack, she can tribute that monster by sending Dark Angel to the grave. She can then target another monster she controls to change the attack target to. Then, That new target gains attack equal to the original attack of the tributed monster. However, since Lilybell has left the field, the effect of Frontline Disturbance activates. A disturbance counter is now placed on a monster Playmaker controls. He chooses his Encode Talker. Since Encode is pointing to a monster he controls that is battling that has lower attack than the monster it's battling, he can make that monster be unable to be destroyed by battle. He can also make the battle damage 0. Then after
But this
damage
is I'm not comprehending anything anymore. Like my brain is like turning off.
calculation, this card will gain attack equal to the attack of that battled opponent's monster. Finally, Playmaker activates the second effect of his defect compiler. By removing the defect counter on it, he can increase Encode Talker's attack by 8.
Shut up, dude. What is
Encode
this?
Talker attacks Holly Angel. The effect of the disturbance counter activates. By removing it from Encode Talker, Holly Angel loses attack equal to the defense of her defense position monsters. And with this,
Yeah, that's more
Holly
than enough.
Angel is destroyed, and Blue Angel loses all her life points.
Jesus Christ.
Playmaker wins. That was a lot of stuff packed into a single turn. But what did we learn from all this? Well, yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Writers hate women.
Blue Angel should have won this duel. In fact, there was a couple of different ways that I didn't mention that she could have won. I mentioned a card called Trickstar Devaradis. Its effect is, whenever your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can deal 200 damage. Imagine having that on the field with a Trickstar Lycoris. He draws a card, he takes 200 damage from the field spell. He summons a monster that's 200 damage and another 200 damage again. These Link decks summon a lot, so that would have been the perfect monster to get out. Obviously, he's only got 1800 attack, but I don't know. Could have been good. But other than that, thank you all for watching.
I want to click on this so bad. Not on this. I want to click on this so bad. I really need this in my life, but we already chose the next videos. That was it's rage bait at this point, honestly. But I'm honestly I'm enjoying how the duels like are in this. They seem so fun. So fun. I want to see more of this. Would you recommend the dub? Should I watch the dub? Should I watch it sub? Brains. I need to watch one of these anime, but I can't. This is so funny. I don't know. I want to see more. Is rage bait. This whole thing is rage bait at this point. But yeah, obviously, as always, really cool video. TG's anime, like amazing analysis, and yeah. Thank you for recommending this video. No season of Yu-Gi-Oh should be watched dubbed. Censorship and bad music. No, shut up. I will not take that slander. The music for GX is so good. The dub in GX is so good. I don't care about the censorship. It's so funny. It's a different anime. I know I should watch both, but I can appreciate it.